Caption test. Test, test. Caption test. Caption test. Test.
We're good? We're going to go ahead and get started in 2 minutes. All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2018 Chancellor's Outstanding Staff Awards. I'm Jess Bauer. I'm the current chair for the Chancellor's Staff Advisory Committee. The Chancellor's Staff Advisory Committee was established in 1980 and strives for a membership that reflects the diversity of staff on this campus. CSAC is a confidential committee appointed by the Chancellor, and we serve as a resource for her and campus senior administration. We provide excuse me, I'm very excited to be here. We provide a staff perspective on a wide range of topics, issues, and decisions that affect staff members, with the goal of creating a positive working environment for our whole community. Another part of the committee's role that we are tremendously honored to undertake is to administer the COSA process and program on behalf of the Chancellor. Each year, we receive a pool of nominations describing the transformative work that staff members do on this campus. From that pool, we select extraordinary staff members and teams to receive recognition from the campus community. It's inspiring to be part of an organization that values and recognizes staff achievement and staff excellence. Even during challenging times, these staff members are transforming the experience of students, faculty, and other staff members. They are transforming their units, the campus, and for some of these recipients, the impact has also reached the UC-wide level. They embody the public service pillar of our mission by going above and beyond their job responsibilities. We are very happy that you will have the opportunity to meet some of these stellar members of our campus community and to join us in celebrating their accomplishments. It is now my pleasure and honor to introduce Chancellor Christ. Welcome.
Good afternoon. I first want to thank CSAC, both for their good advice to me. We just met yesterday, and I got a lot of insight from our meeting, but also in directing and organizing this process, which is such an important occasion for the year. Welcome to the Chancellor's Outstanding Staff Awards ceremony. The COSA Awards were first given out in 1988, and for 30 years, they've recognized staff who demonstrate exceptional initiative to create significant positive impact on the U.S. Berkeley campus community. Our award winners are some of Berkeley's most passionate, most giving, and most enterprising members of our community, and it's an honor to be here with you today to celebrate your achievements. This past year has been anything but a sleepy one for Berkeley. I wonder if any year is a sleepy one for Berkeley. As we grappled with how to respond to appearances by high-profile speakers on our campus last fall, as we work to improve diversity in the campus climate, even amidst a very troubling political events, as we sought to combat sexual violence and sexual assault on campus, as we pushed to offer students a wonderful college experience, even on this large campus, as we came together and made sacrifices to provide Berkeley with a stronger financial foundation for the future. In all of these cases, and many others, both individuals and teams stepped up to face the challenges in front of them, often taking on new and daunting tasks, working long hours, managing complex collaborations, thinking creatively, and ultimately developing thoughtful and effective solutions to the myriad issues that they encountered. Such resourcefulness, such scrappiness, such resilience, these are all hallmarks of this place, a public university that despite challenges still manages to compete with the best private universities in the world. And they are hallmarks of its people, whether students, staff, or faculty. While it is a time of immense change for Berkeley, I have great optimism and confidence that we will forge a new, exciting future for our campus, and that's largely because I believe in our amazing and capable community of people. Today's award winners, of course, I believe in to the utmost. This year, 50 individual COSA nominations were submitted, and 11 individuals were selected to receive the award. In addition, a total of 26 team COSA nominations were submitted, and 9 teams were selected to achieve the award. Criteria for receiving this honor include commitments to fostering an equitable and inclusive community, to innovation, adaptation, and efficiency, to enhancing Berkeley's mission and reputation, to Berkeley's sustainability goals, and to mentorship of others on campus. This year's awardees come from virtually every corner of the campus, and they represent the rich diversity of our community. The COSA Award recipients' accomplishments show how the university's commitment to excellence is demonstrated daily through innovation, perseverance, and dedication to service. Please join me in congratulating this year's COSA Award recipients. I would now like to welcome the interim Assistant Vice Chancellor, Jo Magnus, who will offer her remarks.
Thank you, Chancellor Christ, and thank you, everyone. Once again, I was reading through the award write-ups last night, and I was reminded last night, and I think this is sort of an annual occurrence now, how truly amazing our staff members are, and reminded of the significant contributions they make and how meaningful they really are. And that this is happening on a daily basis on our campus. These stories highlight some of the greatest achievements and contributions that our staff members make. And they range from things like dealing with crises like campus-wide power outages to overcoming daunting challenges like maintaining 2.1 million square feet of campus roofs. I know, right? Who knew we had that much? And then these staff awards also include amazing teams, people who come together to do things like define best practice for developing countries to provide clean drinking water to their citizens, no small feat, or creating a place for undocumented students to dream and to grow. And these stories, they often reflect the very best of Berkeley, but they don't reflect the total greatness of Berkeley. Of course, the greatness of Berkeley really comes in large part from the dedication and commitment of you, the staff members, who make this organization run and frankly, hum. Not only do you make this university successful in its execution of its mission, but you do it in a way that establishes us as a leader in just about everything we do as a university. And I know I can speak on behalf of all of our administrative leadership when I say that I'm profoundly grateful to you for everything that you do on a daily basis. So congratulations to all the award winners. And without further ado, the moment that you've all been waiting for, I'm going to begin to share the first 5 stories of the individual award winners. I see them lining up right now. So the first award winner goes to Laura Adams. Laura played a critical role in developing several online applications for multiple summer sessions, study abroad, and lifelong learning, that's SSALL for short, programs through the Slate application and admission software. Because this isn't her area of expertise, Laura took hours of classes and trainings to master Slate and collaborated with various campus offices to include different perspectives and stakeholder needs as she built out these applications. Once launched, Laura intentionally and thoughtfully created job aids, training opportunities, and feedback sessions, ensuring her colleagues felt supported and empowered to use and leverage the system as efficiently and as effectively as possible. In addition, Laura served as a mentor for SSALL's new dual degree program, sharing her experience, knowledge, and strategic guidance. Laura is extremely student and staff focused, and she brings a creative lens to her work and her unit that truly enables SSALL to achieve its key programmatic goals. And Laura, if you ever want a job in Central Human Resources, you know where I work. Congratulations. Next up is Katherine Bader. So you're all following UC Berkeley on Twitter, right? So Katherine has sole charge of UC Berkeley's main social media channels, leading an efficient network of communication. Her efforts were particularly exceptional as she navigated the volume of messages and news during the 2017 free speech movement controversies. Katherine served on call during this time, managing and responding to the intense scrutiny the campus received in that period and ensuring the latest messaging was shared before other groups misinformed the general public. That never happens. Katherine also created a social media mentorship program called the Social Slice, which allowed students to gain experience working with official campus media channels and learn from the group's leadership. Awesome job, Katherine. Thank you. Next up is Alfred Day. High fives all around. In Alfred's 5 years at Cal, he has built and fostered a dynamic and effective campus approach to student support and intervention. He served as the first case manager at the Center for Support and Intervention, that's CSI for short, and demonstrated the clear need for both additional staff to support students and increase awareness of CSI's services. Alfred's initiatives have allowed CSI to expand across campus, solidifying the cross-campus Students of Concern Committee and advancing the center's outreach to staff and faculty. Alfred is an honest and conscientious supervisor who consistently engages with his team in dialogue around equity, inclusivity, community, and collaboration, and empowers them to perform at their highest level. Awesome job. Thank you. Our fourth award winner is Tiff Dressin. Tiff. Tiff led the charge to design and support a faculty-driven project to assess UC Berkeley's culture and processes for innovation and entrepreneurship. Tiff's research required close to 150 interviews, both on and off campus, culminating in a 60-page report covering a variety of topics and findings such as the campus climate for entrepreneurship and models and mechanisms for supporting these efforts at Berkeley. The report's creation and findings truly represent faculty-staff partnership and are leading to significant shifts in Berkeley's strategies, structures, and processes for innovation and entrepreneurship. It's Tiff's leadership and support that has made this work possible. Congratulations, Tiff. And this is my one, but there's many more to come. This next one is Lupe Gallegos Diaz. Lupe serves our campus in multiple roles, and unfortunately, Lupe is not here to join us today, which means we have to give her an extra special round of applause at the end. Lupe serves our campus in multiple roles, as many awesome people do, as the director of the Chicanx Latinx Student Development Office, the former director of strategic initiatives for the Center for Latino Policy Research, and the coordinator of the Latinos and the Environment Initiative. Lupe is committed to fostering an inclusive community, and her dedication shows in the many programs she coordinates, such as the Sin Frontieras and theme programs seeking to enhance service mission as a leader in supporting undocumented students. Lupe counsels and fosters the development of staff and alumni through mentorship and has made consistent contributions to creating an equitable and inclusive campus community, specifically in her support of underrepresented and marginalized communities. She is an invaluable member of our Berkeley campus community. So, big round of applause for Lupe. And I'd now like to invite my boss, Mark Fisher, to the stage. He is the Vice Chancellor for Administration, and he's got 6 award winners to share with you.
Thanks, Joe. Everything that happens on the campus is not possible without you, and staff is absolutely critical. It was pointed out to me at some point in my career that someone thought I wasn't staff, and I said, but that's how I think of myself. I'm part of the staff, too. I've been around the UC for so long that in my various roles that I am very much part of your community. Okay, so my first introduction today is Lynn King. Lynn is part of my organization. Lynn is an ambassador for UC Berkeley's commitment to sustainability. Spearheading the Zero Waste by 2020 initiative for our campus, this is no small challenge. Lynn collaborated with many sponsors in order to help Cal become more sustainable and has partnered with Cal Athletics to create the Pac-12 Road to Zero Waste competition. Lynn was essential in the planning and implementation of sustainability initiatives in Chu Hall, which will be receiving the U.S. Green Building Zero Waste certification, I think the first in the country. His commitment to sustainability and innovative ideas have continued to move the campus forward in achieving our zero waste goals. And if you've been around the campus and seen all those new trash containers that have really changed our waste stream, that's Lynn's project. So he's doing a phenomenal job. Thanks, Lynn. Our second person in mine is Samantha Liubao, if I got that name right. Another environmental person. Samantha is the Environmental Initiatives Coordinator for Cal Dining, managing sustainable food procurement and zero waste for dining locations with particular focus on plant-forward initiatives. Through her work, Samantha has increased the purchasing of sustainable food products, and and led the efforts of sourcing for Brown's Cafe that earned a 2016 Chesky CHESC. For those of you who don't know, that's a consortium of the UC and Cal State campuses Best Practice Award by ensuring 80% of ingredients are sustainably sourced. Sam has been integral and part of advancing the campus in our sustainability goals, including UC-wide goals, contributed to sustainability education efforts, and increased efficiency of Cal Dining as a department. Congratulations. Next, we have Stephanie Nahn. Oh, we don't have Stephanie Nahn. Okay. All right. We'll have to give her a big round of applause. While Department Safety Coordinator at EH&S, Stephanie launched the Stretch and Flex program for over 200 custodians of facility services. The program serves to improve safety and staff engagement through voluntary warm-up exercises. These programs are really great because they reduce workers' comp cases. They're great for the employees, great for the institution. They're really important. Stephanie also initiated a joint rescue training exercise with Berkeley Fire Department, which consisted of 3 days of space rescue training, bringing together facility services and the fire department. Stephanie revitalized the department's safety culture through an array of safety activities and innovations that have improved staff readiness. Her work reinforces the value that everyone has a role in safety and everyone has a voice. Stephanie is unable to be here today, but her nominator is accepting on her behalf. So this is her nominator. I don't have a name. No? Or not. Okay. Adriana Martinez. I see, I skipped one. In May of 2018, Human Resources Generalist Adriana Martinez identified a gap in campus communication to student employees and supervisors. Adriana took an analytical approach and was able to offer an effective solution that produced real change. Thanks to Adriana, all campus-wide DocuSign packets now include specific, clear, and concise information on policy and are more accessible on a variety of platforms. Adriana is an outstanding staff member who brings positivity, inclusivity, and recognition to our team and our campus. Congratulations. Shemaya Pelham. Maya has a fan club. In 2014, Maya expanded a peer advising group within the College of Chemistry from 3 students to 12. 3 years later, she developed a peer tutoring program utilizing 5 student tutors to host 116 tutoring sessions over 28 days of service. This successful tutoring program grew at a rapid pace and served to create a strong sense of community among students. These programs have improved student satisfaction within the college and have continued to ensure equity among students who arrive with fewer resources. Maya's dedication has addressed issues with intentional solutions focused on expanding student services in the College of Chemistry. Congratulations. Emily U. File Summers. Emily served as the Haas School community as chair of the Dean's Staff Advisory Committee, DSAC, and worked closely with the HR team, I love acronyms in the UC, to create staff engagement task forces, serving as one of the co-chairs for the Learning and Development Task Force. Emily provided essential coverage on several roles within the Haas Schools Department and Alumni Relations Office, and through this learned new functions, identified workflow gaps, and improved and streamlined existing processes. Emily's expertise, knowledge, and mentorship has supported the professional advancement of colleagues across Haas, leading to impactful outcomes and service to others. Congratulations. All right, now I get to really get someone's name wrong in pronunciation. I'm honored to introduce my colleague, Karis Gavage, and I'm sure I pronounced the last part of that wrong. But Kira.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. I, like Joe, read through all of the different paragraphs last night, and it just makes me proud to be part of the staff community when I read about all the amazing things that you're doing. Okay. So the first team, so I get to announce 5 team awards. The first team is the CalNet team. Carl Gross, Brian Kimstead, Jeff McCullough, Veronica Ong, and Summer Scanlon. The CalNet team is charged with ensuring data security for the campus community. Over the last year, the CalNet team moved the community towards a safer and more secure data environment with the execution of the CalNet two-step, two-factor authentication program. Thank you, I love that. The team rolled out two-step authentication to over 32,000 employees across the campus, working with various stakeholders to execute this program and integrate the authentication platform with multiple campus applications. They focused on customer service, making enrollment easy and efficient, creating a comprehensive support guide, and adapting this documentation regularly in response to comments and suggestions from users. They also utilized reporting tools in ServiceNow to analyze and respond to trends in service tickets. The CalNet two-step project was successful due to the team's innovation, adaptation, and efficiency, which resulted in our data becoming safer and more secure. Thank you. The next team we get to honor is the College of Environmental Design Infrastructure and Information Technology Manager team. I'm just going to introduce people first. The team includes Jeff Allen. Where's Jeff? There we go, Jeff Allen. Jill Martin, Patty Mead, Chris Palmer, Semar Prom, Elizabeth Thorpe, and Alex Warren. In 2016-17, the CED IIT manager team made equity and inclusion a major focus, specifically mentoring disadvantaged students, making activities supported by miscellaneous student fees more affordable, supporting students with financial constraints, and tackling issues of food insecurity. The manager team accomplished these goals by reclaiming items during studio clean-out for students unable to afford supplies, repurposing significant numbers of external and flash drives for low-income students, reducing or avoiding MSF increases, creating a tool loan program to reduce the student out-of-pocket expense, supporting the undergraduate fee waiver program, starting a paid junior mechanic program to teach relevant and marketable fabrication skills to people of color and women who are underrepresented in the building trades, and creating design-build summer projects that improve the storage and distribution of food via the campus food pantry. The team's work showcases a strong commitment to inclusive and equitable community engagement and sustainability as they work to create impactful programs and support for students. Thank you. The third team we're going to honor today is the Cogeneration Plant Acquisition Team. The team includes Gilbert Escobar and Jerry Jimenez. Sarah Shirazi is also on the team but is unable to join us today. The UC Berkeley campus is served by a cogeneration plant, which Mark has told me all about, yes, which provides both steam and electricity to the campus. With a third-party lease scheduled to expire in July 2017, the cogeneration plant acquisition team worked to determine the campus's best options for continued energy delivery, negotiate a successful conclusion to the existing arrangement, take ownership of the plant, procure a new operator, develop a long-term contract with that company, and transition operations to the new vendor without any loss of function. Pretty impressive. This arrangement is already paying off in reduced costs for campus energy. This team's effort shows the highest level of dedication and expertise, and they collectively protected the campus from the potentially disastrous effects of a failure in the plant's operations. Thank you for your work. Our fourth team is the Jacobs Institute Maker Pass staff. The team includes Amy Din, Gary Ginn, Joey Gottbrath, Chris Parcell, Mary Catherine Richardson, Roland Sakow, and Kent Wilson, who apparently is not able to make it today. The early goal of the Jacob Institute Maker Pass staff was to create a space for student innovation and to give access to advanced technologies to a wide range of students. With the opening of the Jacobs Hall in August 2015, thousands of students from dozens of majors now have access to the cutting-edge tools in an interesting and welcoming space. This space caters to all students, ranging from an undeclared freshman in their first semester to a PhD student in an engineering field, looking for highly advanced fabrication resources. The team has worked collaboratively since August 2015 to create, launch, and scale the Maker Pass program, a semester pass which grants students, faculty, and staff access to prototyping and fabrication facilities in Jacobs Hall and the Citrus Invention Lab. Today, this program serves nearly 1,200 students, faculty, and staff each semester with representation from 12 schools and colleges. Advanced skill-building workshops developed and led by this team appeal to a diverse range of student interests and have included such topics as 3D printing chocolate molds, designing electronic music instruments, and using laser cutter and sewing machines to make custom pillowcases. Another example of their innovative efforts is the Maker Pass admin software system, which keeps streamlined records of waivers and safety training, reducing possible paperwork burdens for the design specialist staff. The entire team worked on carefully ensuring that information about Maker Pass was clearly communicated and that the application process was easy to navigate. Finally, the team has been very generous with their time and knowledge, frequently consulting with other units on campus to share ideas of how they might scale or improve their facilities. Great job. And the fifth and final team that I get to introduce is the My Voice Working Group. Represented today by Andrew Epic, Mari Nuth Borase, and Amber McCamer. Joy Evans and Amber Zeiss were unable to join us today. The My Voice Working Group is a cross-campus collaboration of staff committed to creating an academic environment free of sexual violence and sexual harassment. The group designed an innovative and trauma-informed campus-wide survey to learn more about the campus community's experiences with SVSH, attitudes around prevention, and knowledge of resources. Mindful of the disproportionate impact that SVSH has on marginalized communities, the team ensured it was translated into Spanish and Chinese and distributed paper copies directly to staff without access to computers. Other campuses are now requesting to use the My Voice survey, and the working group has committed time to writing a user manual for the survey so that others can implement it effectively. Thank you for your work. And now I'm going to hand off to the extremely funny and entertaining Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs, Steve Sutton, to introduce the last four teams.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see everybody here. As you might expect, I asked Kira to introduce me that way, so. And those of you who know me know I'm not really all that funny. So So we'll move on, but let me just start by saying it's a real honor to be here. I get the honor of introducing the final 4 teams. I do want to start by just giving a kudos and a shout out to CSAC. They play such an important role on our campus. And events like this are so critical, as our Chancellor said. It's really important for us to recognize the good work of our colleagues, whether individually or in teams. And our Chancellor talks a lot about building community. And one way that we can build community is just taking time out of our day to recognize the good work of our colleagues. So I thank you all for being here. I also want to give a quick plug to CSAC. I had the opportunity as a young professional many, many moons ago when I was on campus to serve in CSAC. And so if you're looking for a professional development opportunity that will really stretch you in untold ways and give you a chance to see how our campus operates from the inside, then I encourage you to become a CSAC member. So I get the opportunity to announce the final 4 teams. The first one is Pink Tank. So we have Laura Alley, Elizabeth Aranda, Sam Bird, who I don't think Sam, right, is not here, Don Anthony Capone, Billy Curtis, I don't see Billy here either, Tova Feldman-Stern. No? Sarah Gamble. Mikkel Milburn. And Tabiris Newby. Tabiris. Pink Tank is an interdisciplinary, multi-departmental, multicultural collaboration of dedicated and committed campus staff who advocate for the health, mental health, and well-being of LGBTQ plus students. The team has taken significant leadership in establishing a broad definition of wellness and bringing together mental health, social health, medical, and prevention/health promotion. Pink Tank has been essential to the creation of supportive space and community during times of political climate change, quote, queer resilience. Through this cross-campus collaboration, Pink Tank provides students with access to information and resources and people with whom they can feel safe asking questions. This work has lowered barriers to seeking such help and care, destigmatizing help seeking, and making existing services more accessible through information and support. The Pink Tank creates an inclusive program that frames health and wellness for LGBTQ students and multiple intersectionalities and serves to provide visibility for LGBTQ plus health providers and health advocates. The team's work embodies an impressive commitment to community engagement that is both inclusive and equitable. They are creating a space that enhances Berkeley's mission and reputation, serving to not only maintain but improve our campus excellence. Congratulations. The next team is the Student Affairs and Cal Performance's Student Events staff. This team is Rob Bean, Millicent Morris Cheney, Gabrielle O'Halloran, Gina Rose Perino, Marissa Valdez Reynoso, and Jeff Woods. So let me just say that before reading about this team, that I had the chance to actually see this team in action as I was very close to the events that they managed, and I'm going to read about here in just a second. So this is very much a well-deserved honor for this team. The Student Affairs and Cal Performance Student Events staff team successfully managed a project that the campus did not choose for itself. On-the-ground management of the free speech events in September of 2017. Thanks in large part to the exemplary professionalism of this team, the campus survived those events with its reputation as a bastion of free speech intact. The team also turned crisis into opportunity by working through the rest of the academic year to turn the team's experience into good policy, specifically the major events policy, and to address the harm that was caused by the threat and reality of speakers coming to our campus who oppose our values of diversity, equity, and inclusion. The policy that the team shaped has become a model for other UC campuses and for public universities nationally. Their commitment to fostering equitable and inclusive community engagement, as well as their focus on innovation, adaptation, and efficiency, has enabled Berkeley to remain a place that both defends free expression and is a leader in promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion. Thank you. The next team is The Well. This team is represented by Takia Jackson, Mikkel Milburn, and Kiara Lee. This team led to the creation of The Well, where black folks come to health, a black health and wellness project. The project started as a Path to Care Center-led outreach and healing effort aimed at serving black survivors of sexual and relationship violence. However, the project's planning team quickly realized there was a broader need for health, healing, and wellness services tailored to the black community. The Well is an intergenerational endeavor that actively engages students, staff, faculty, alumni, and members of the black community. In the planning process of this project, these leaders engaged, collaborated, and received input from all parts of our community. These three leaders worked over several years to vision, develop, apply for funding, and subsequently secure several years of funding for this critical initiative. The Well addresses intersectional trauma, promotes healing and wellness, and aims to promote a sense of belonging among the black community at Berkeley. In The Well, black community members build relationships, enhance knowledge and skills related to health and wellness, and share wisdom and cultural practices of resilience and healing. Specifically, The Well aims to promote an inclusive and equitable community by creating support and wellness spaces. It also seeks to normalize healthy lifestyles, wellness, and healing to address cumulative impacts of trauma that pose barriers to the black community. The Well aims to create a significant positive impact in addressing the retention and further diversification of our campus community. In 2017-18, The Well provided 15 workshops and served over 400 members of the black community at Cal. The Well's leadership exemplifies the best of Berkeley staff and their care for the vibrant diversity of UC Berkeley. They exemplify the belief that when each member and the broader community is safe, secure, and in community, we create a psychological and intellectual space to create, innovate, and further the academic mission of UC Berkeley. Congratulations. So I see what my colleagues did. They gave me the longest entries to read. The final team is Workplace Health and Safety Video and E-Learning Course Production Team. We have Roy A. Burke, Alicia Klatt, and Jonathan Schenker. This team created the Workplace Health and Safety Training Video/E-Learning course. This course is required of all employees, including staff, researchers, and faculty. They created versions in English, Chinese, and Spanish. After sharing the final product with other UC campuses, some are adopting the idea to create their own versions. One team member was the instructional designer, scriptwriter, and overall creative force. Another paved the way through the organizational hierarchy and communicated with and sought participation and approvals from all stakeholders. The third led the way with video production expertise. The instructional designer used cutting-edge e-learning techniques, in particular the use of video featuring members of the UC Berkeley community as a tool for getting the points across. This was done because primarily with local personalities in this context is extremely effective in helping the user feel a greater connection to and then remember and operationalize the content. Also, they use the newscast format because it is a familiar style to most people. Finally, to make the course even more memorable, they use campy humor to inspire good feeling and discussion. The e-course is available on demand at any time through the UC Learning Center. However, an in-person class is offered if requested by any group, in particular those who do not use computers during the course of their work. Together, this team was creative, efficient, inclusive, and they produced a product that meets all compliance requirements in a memorable, inviting, humorous, quick, and effective manner. Congratulations. And now I'd like to turn it back over to CSEC Chair Jess Bauer.
All right, thank you. I'm feeling very inspired, and I hope all of you are as well. On behalf of the Chancellor Staff Advisory Committee, we want to thank the Chancellor for supporting the Outstanding Staff Award Program, which recognizes staff excellence. Yes. We would like to also thank Associate Chancellor Karis Gavage, Vice Chancellor Fisher, Vice Chancellor Sutton, and Interim Assistant Vice Chancellor Magnus for their participation and for their support of today's ceremony. As a community, we deeply appreciate the nominators who set a great leadership example in taking the time and effort to submit a nomination. It's a competitive process, so well done, nominators, if you're here. Thank you. The COSA program is a labor of love for CSAC, and it's a full team effort. I want to thank this year's subcommittee chairs, especially Nicole McIntyre and Bradley Jong, if you can show yourselves. They really led this process, and I truly appreciate their amazing work on this ceremony and overseeing this whole process. So thank you so much. And thank you to all our guests for joining us and celebrating these amazing staff that we're recognizing today. So thank you for coming and helping us just appreciate all the inspiring work that's happening on this campus. And finally, we want to give sincere and heartfelt thanks to all of the honorees for making our campus a better place for all staff, as well as for students and faculty whom we serve. In closing, we ask that the awardees, guests, and all speakers to please stay, mingle, and enjoy some refreshments outside. For those of you on Teams, we're going to be taking pictures. If you didn't take a picture with the Chancellor just now, please approach the stage and we'll be doing your team Pip Photos right now. But thank you again so much for coming and for celebrating these wonderful staff members.